The temporary truce in West Asia has entered just the second day, but it's already clouded by confusion and contradictions. US and Iran are expected to meet in Pakistan soon to clear the fog, but the future of these talks itself remain in question. Iran's parliament speaker, Mohammad Baghir Ghalibaf, he says any negotiations with the US are unreasonable after what he described as violations of Tehran's key conditions. He listed 3 alleged violations: the continued attacks in Lebanon, a drone entering Iranian airspace, and denial of the country's right to enrichment. Ghalibaf says these are key elements of Iran's 10-point framework for ending the war. But US insists that 10-point plan being discussed in the media and referred by Ghalibaf is not the one working framework received by US officials.
I've been involved in this. There are 3 different 10-point proposals at least that I've seen floating around. The first 10-point proposal was something that was submitted, and we think frankly was probably written by ChatGPT, that was submitted to Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. That immediately went in the garbage and was rejected. There was a second 10-point proposal that was much more reasonable, that was based on some back and forth between us, between the Pakistanis, and between the Iranians. That is the 10-point proposal that the president was referencing in his Truce yesterday. And then, frankly, I've seen a third 10-point proposal that's even more maximalist than the first 10-point proposal that's been floating around various social media channels.
Vance will lead the American delegation for talks with Iran, which will also include Special Envoys Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. From Iran, Ghalibaf is expected to join the delegation with Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. Now, adding to the contentions, Vance also rejected Ghalibaf's claims on the right to enrich uranium. The US Vice President also backed the Israeli narrative that its battle against Hezbollah in Lebanon is not part of the truce.
Look, if Iran wants to let this negotiation fall apart in a conflict where they were getting hammered over Lebanon, which has nothing to do with them and which the United States never once said was part of the ceasefire, that's ultimately their choice. We think that would be dumb, but that's their choice.
Vance's statement goes against what the host Pakistan has been claiming. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has said that Lebanon was part of the truce, but Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said otherwise. Vance's support to Israeli claim raises question on whether Sharif made the claim without Trump's blessing. Now, ahead of talks, Israel has put a question mark over Pakistan's role, saying it does not see Pakistan as a credible player. Israel's ambassador to India, Reuven Azar, pointed out that US states previously used problematic states for its benefits.
We don't see Pakistan as a credible player. I think that the United States has decided to use the services of the facilitation of Pakistan for their own reasons. We have seen in the past how the United States has managed to take problematic states like Qatar and Turkey and use them for the benefit of achieving an agreement with Hamas. For us, it is very important to stay in sync with the United States when it comes to the substance and the essence of the outcome we want to see.